Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Grab You a Glass. For week 2 of the A Few of My Favorite Things series, I have chosen a Syrah. And the reason I did is because I love Syrah, but I didn't know that I loved Syrah until I had this specific Syrah. This is Vintners Motor City Kitty. And wow. When I say this was an amazing Syrah, that doesn't do it justice. So when I first had this Syrah, I was, new to the wine world, probably in my mid-20s, and I had very small amount of knowledge when it came to wine and tasting wine, but I knew that this was absolutely out of this world, and therefore Syrah was one of my favorite things going forward after that. So Motor City Kitty is out of Washington State. It is done by Vintners, which is owned by Charles Smith. Charles Smith is the winemaker, and he's a really cool guy. So he's kind of like this rock and roll dude that used to manage rock bands and then got into wine making. And it's a good thing he did, because majority of his wines are 90 plus rated wines. All of his Syrahs are single vineyard Syrahs, including this one. And this one is from the Oldfield Boucher Vineyard out of, like I said, Washington State. And one cool fact that I actually just learned about this vineyard is this particular vineyard has 3 different clones of Syrah. And they are the 383, the 174, and the Joseph Phelps. Which that one kind of perked my ears, because who knew that Joseph Phelps had his own clone of Syrah? So interesting, right? So just so many fun things to learn about Motor City Kitty and Vintners and Charles Smith, apparently Joseph Phelps as well. So let's get right to this. I already opened it. So let's see what color it's going to be showing here tonight. Sorry again for that ring light reflection. All right. So Syrah is typically pretty big in body and deep garnet in color, and wow, I'm so excited to try this, guys. So this particular Syrah is the 2019 vintage, and it's just, you can tell there's just dark fruit on it. I don't know. This is great wine for the winter time and for the holiday season. The actual winemaker's tasting notes include white pepper, black plum, potpourri, fresh pine needles, fresh sage, and grilled herbs and orange zest. All of these things just make me think of the holiday season. So I'm so excited. Wow. This is huge. This wine is massive. Like I said, this specific wine was the one that made me think, oh, I love Syrah. So Syrah, whether it's domestic out of Washington State, even some California Syrah that I really enjoy, Northern Rhone Syrah I love, just Syrah in general. If you're looking for a complex, big boy wine, Syrah is the one for you. If you see a Syrah and you've never had one, definitely give it a go. If you see Vintner Syrah, specifically Motor City Kitty, grab it. You will not be disappointed. You might want to let it breathe for a couple hours, because that Syrah is just going to continue to open up as it gets more oxygen to it and breathes a little bit, decant it. So yeah, you're going to love it. Like, Syrah is huge and I love it. So thank you so much for joining me this week. I'll see you next week for week 3 of A Few of My Favorite Things. And until then, cheers and Merry Christmas.